Hi Cancer, I hope you're doing well. Cancer, first off, let me just apologise. The sun is so bright right now. I've tried everything I can do to adjust and not have it blinding me. It was starting to sort of come through quite strongly in the Gemini reading, and I was like slowly getting further and further off the screen. So if I'm kind of having to like move and adjust as the video goes on, I do apologise. I can barely see anything right now, but hopefully my eyes won't start streaming and I'll be able to still channel this message for you, because the clouds do kind of keep coming in and out. We're just gonna push through. Cancer, we're just gonna push through. Anyway, Cancer, there is no dates on these readings. There's no time stamps or anything like that. So whenever the message finds you, it's good for whenever, if the message resonates with you. Please don't try and force the message to fit, Cancer. I do apologise if I call you Gemini as well. I do have a tendency to, when I record videos back to back, accidentally calling the star sign the one that I just did, but I know you're Cancer. This is a reading for Cancer. But yeah, so please don't try and force the message to fit, Cancer. If the message is for you, you will truly know, you will feel it resonating, and you'll be able to put it through your intuition and be like, yes, that is my situation, this resonates, and I can take that guidance or advice. But please don't try and force it to fit, otherwise you can end up getting some misinformation and it can all get quite confusing. And then last but not least, feel free to swap and reverse the roles as a need be, Cancer. So if I say that this is you, Cancer, and I'm interpreting this as the Cancerian, but you're resonating far more with the other side of the story, that's absolutely fine as well. Just feel free to swap and reverse however it fits. You'll understand if the message is for you. Thank the Lord that a slight cloud has come in now. Please stay there. Okay, right, Cancer, anyway. Ready? Are you ready? I'm ready, Cancer. Okay, let's start the reading. Alright, we're going to start with the animal spirits first, Cancer, because they seem to be wanting to be quite prominent today. Cancer. Cancerians. I kind of want to pull that one, actually. Not looked at it yet, but do you know, I don't usually, if you've seen my videos before, I don't pull cards. I always wait for them to jump, but two cards apparently want to come out, so we're going to wait for it. The fox! Oh, Cancer! The fox is one of my animal totems, so that's really nice. Okay, I'm seeing so many foxes recently. Sort of that time of year, because when I'm sort of finishing at work, it's kind of like dawn time. Oh my god, okay, whoa, okay. And the Dragonfly, that's also another card that's another animal that's really connected to me, actually. I'm really connected to dragonflies. Right, Cancer. Oh, jeez. Okay, I've not had this before, where we've ended up having 3 cards just pop out right off the bat. Obviously, these two are sort of going together because we've got Dragonfly and Firefly, and then we've got the fox here. So 2 seconds. This is either going to be 2 separate people, or it's going to be like 2 individual situations, or like you and a situation. But we're just going to see what comes through. So just give me a minute, Cancer. Okay. Oh, this is really beautiful. Oh, thank God for the card. Please stay, please stay. Okay, anyway, Cancer. The Dragonfly and the Firefly. I think this is someone else, Cancer, but this might be how someone is viewing you, okay? So you interpret it however it fits. The Dragonfly and the Firefly, right, are coming through as something that is absolutely magnetic, something you are absolutely drawn to, absolutely just mesmerized by, right? But it's something that feels, I don't want to say above you, but it might be that like someone is in a position at work above you, so you know you almost come from like different worlds, or there's some sort of a barricade between the two of you. But it's like you're looking up at this individual and you're like, you just think they are beautiful. They are glowing. When they enter a room, you just feel like that they just bring a glow, a beauty, a warmness to the environment. And there's something about them, their mind, right? Because the dragonfly always represents like the mind, the third eye, right? It's all air signs, and it's like something about the way their mind works is just absolutely beautiful to you. You're just mesmerized by it. You're enchanted by it, actually. And and you really look up to them. So in come fox. It's like, obviously the fox is I know in this deck it's presented as an animal of fire, but I always see the fox as an animal of earth, because, you know, the way it digs and it burrows, and it's so connected to the earth. So to me, this is like earth and air, right? Two complete opposite ends of the spectrum. It's almost like you're blinded by their light, Cancer. And as soon as I've said that, the cloud's gone away. See that, right? It's interesting. This is for anyone who wants to read cards. What I will say is always take in your surroundings, take in any feelings that you feel in your body, any sudden changes in emotion, any aches or pains, or anything that you can hear whilst you're reading, like actually in your own environment, or anything that's going on in the weather in that. Use it all as signs of interpretation, because I guarantee you it is a way that spirit is sort of coming through to help you interpret symbolism, right? Because we've got the firefly, and I've been just blinded by light for the first half of the video. There's something about this individual, it's just such a light to you. It's almost like you're drawn to them like a moth to the flame. Hold on, my hair is like really annoying me. 1 second. So much hair, Cancer, so much hair. It's just falling all over the place. There's something about this dynamic that they just feel like they come from a different world. They're just not of the same element as you, or this is how someone's seeing you, Cancer, right? So interpret it however you want. But this, between the fox and the dragonfly and firefly, it's like two separate worlds. But it feels like, hold on, even though these individuals come from separate worlds, the dragonfly and the firefly still come close to earth, right? Because dragonflies scoot across water. Scoot. That is a word, but that's not a very eloquent word. They skate across the water, right? And then the firefly, they're always flying around very, very low fields. You know, when you see them at nighttime, they're never really high up. They're always generally very low to the ground, flying around the plants, in and out. So even though you're from two different worlds, this very much feels like people, you still both can appreciate what the other brings, or what the other has, or what the other specializes in. You still can see the beauty in one another. So don't feel like if you're feeling like the fox, don't not think that this individual here isn't just as enamored by you. They look at you and think, God, you've got so many skills that I don't have, or you've got a certain level of magic that I don't understand. And it's like vice versa. It's like they even though they're from opposite elements, they still work together really well. They still match, right? Because you've still got this sort of this yellow here, right? It's like there's still a certain level of matching. So hold on, let's get a few more cards. I'm gonna go with the fairies. Some more cards for Cancer, please. See how the light's finally dimmed now? I feel like that really intense sunshine was as I was saying at the start, it's like you're enamored by this like firefly, dragonfly energy. Oh, Cancer, this is beautiful. We've got the card of honesty. This is like such a gentle, heartfelt connection, right? This can be via family, a friend that you really just are enchanted by, a lover that you're just enamored by. There's something so different about the two of you, yet like both of you have this really heartfelt connection. You're both really connected in the heart space. It's like you have a mutual unspoken bond, or a mutual understanding of one another. And it's such a gentle energy that's come through. It's so soft. It's so supportive. It's like the person that you can turn to and have really deep conversation with, or the person that you can turn to and have really heartfelt conversations with. It's like you feel a sense of safety, a sense of warmness, and a sense of comfort with one another that perhaps you don't get with other individuals. which is so interesting because you're so incredibly different, yet you find comfort in one another. Oh, so sweet. Oh, it's so lovely, Cancer. It's like a really beautiful friendship or a really beautiful bond that you've got with someone. I just want to get a bit more on this. Oh my, not that many. Jeez. It's like half the deck that fell out. They keep doing that at the minute. So much wants to come through. By the way, I do apologise if my stomach's about to rumble. It feels like it might. Girls gotta eat. Okay, Cancer. I want to get some more, please, on this dynamic. I feel like that wanted to come out. And I'm going to take one more. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Ace of Wands and Nine of Wands. Oh, these cards are so gorgeous. I really wish it'd focus on them there. It's just, oh, so beautiful. You definitely hold a light for this person, Cancer. Do you see how she's holding this beacon? So this could be very much like a parent with a child. The child's just so different from you, but you're just so enamored by them, right? You're so inspired by what they do, how they go about. Or, you know, a friend that you really care for, that you would just honestly jump a bullet in front of a bullet for. You know, it's that kind of a, there's like a love and a protection there, and like a real sense of warmness and a light being held. Like it's like you're like a space holder for each other or the individual. You see how we have this sort of this Nine of Wands here, but you know, it's like a card. This is like a card of isolation or a card of loneliness. It's like, Cancer, you or this other individual, or perhaps both of you, have often felt misunderstood, or like you present a certain mask to the world, but when you're perhaps with this person, you feel like you can take off that mask, right? And it's like you both provide one another with this sense of recognition, a sense of comfort, a sense of ease, a sense of recognition, like, oh, we're both into the same things, or we both enjoy each other's company like just as much. It's like there's an ability to like peel back the layers that you might present to the rest of society or to other people in your environment, that you feel like you can just take off, and you can just chat about anything, you can talk about anything, and there's no judgment there. And this might be a massive comfort to you, Cancer, or a massive comfort to this person. It kind of feels like it's very mutually, you know, like reciprocated. This feels very mutually reciprocated. You both might have felt a certain level of being misunderstood by others, being misunderstood by society. It feels like we're feeling misunderstood by society, just because it's almost like this individual here, it's making me think of, you know, like the balls that they used to have in like you know, in sort of upper class societies, you know, a couple of 100 years ago. It's like you know, there's a way that society wants you to be, there's a way that society expects you to show up and expects you to conform, and this individual here is almost like, I don't fit in here, I don't fit in with anyone, I don't relate to anyone. It's like they've just kind of scooted off away from the ballroom and just sat with themselves, just like, I'm not interested in talking to anyone here. I need a dragonfly, or I need a firefly. It's that kind of a vibe. It's really, really beautiful. It's really beautiful. So it's like you've both almost taken a level of comfort within one another. A level of, oh, we both hold on. It feels like you found family in one another, right? Not even just like a physical family, but almost like a spiritual family. It feels like that. It's like we found a spiritual family within one another. We can maybe connect on other levels and other ways that other people necessarily can't, or like I said before, I've not been able to find someone who I can relate to on this certain level of things. So, you know, you might have found someone recently who is very much into like spirituality or new age or paganism or something of that kind, you know, something that's almost like spiritual and that you can't necessarily share with other people. And you found kind of family in this other individual with it, and they found it in you. And it's going to foster so much growth. It doesn't have to be spirituality, by the way. It could be anything that you felt out of place in society, and it's like you finally found someone who thinks or feels the same way as you or has the same opinions and beliefs as you. But I'm actually kind of happy that the light's coming through a bit now, because now you can really see how beautiful these cards are. Hopefully my eyes don't start watering. It's going to foster so much growth, because you see how much like vegetation is growing off of her crown. And you see how there's little babies in this little pod here. It's like you're 2 little peas in a pod. 2 little peas in a pod, 3 little peas in a pod if it's a group of friends that you found. You know, it's like you found your people, Cancer. Finally found your people, found your person. 2 little peas in a pod, and it's such a supportive energy that it's like, oh, sorry, I just saw something really beautiful then. It's such a supportive energy that both of you are gonna mutually like water one another. It's like, I water you, you water me. I care for you, you care for me. I inspire and encourage you, and you do the same for me. And you know what we were saying about how we've got like this fox and then these animals of air. So I was saying that I obviously always see the fox as an earth element animal, right? And then here we've got this queen, this individual, this king, however you want to interpret it. And she's so covered in earth. Sorry, the focus is going out quite a lot. She's so covered in the element of earth, right? Which just shows she's so connected to the earth. But yet she has these butterfly wings. I don't know if you can see that. The sun's sort of making the light go a bit strange. But she's got these huge butterfly wings on the back of her. So it's like by the 2 of you joining forces, it's like you create this third element. You create this third element. So it might be, Cancer, that you and this individual are actually going to work on a project, right? Because you've got this baby here. So now I'm seeing this baby as like new birth, new potential, you birthing something new, a new idea, a new project, a new venture. So it's like by the 2 of you coming together, by coming from 2 totally opposite different worlds, by bringing in 2 completely different elements, you can create this like extra element between earth and air. This extra element, this extra thing that you're going to bring into existence, right? Oh, it's so exciting. Because you've got this individual here who's like a perfect combination of the 2. Such a beautiful card. And I feel like whatever the project is, it's going to draw a lot of attention, because now I'm seeing this bug here, this shield bug or the shield beetle. It's like this thing that you create, right? This little source of fire here, this light that you put out into the universe, into the world. It's going to draw things to you. It's going to like draw a certain level of abundance to you, whether that be an internal experience of abundance, like I feel fulfilled, I feel abundant by doing this project, by creating this thing with another person. This, like I said, this literally could be representing a child, right? You could be literally having another child with someone, or you could be joining forces with a friend and creating a project, right? There's so many different ways you can kind of interpret this, because it is a general reading, so it's for a lot of you. But there's definitely this like meeting of minds that is going to birth something entirely fresh into existence, and it's going to draw a lot of abundance to you, a lot of fulfillment, a feeling of completion, a feeling of wholeness. But I feel like it might also draw a lot of attention to you, like or a lot of attention to the thing, or a lot of attention to the both of you. There's something about it drawing in a crowd or drawing in other people. So like I said, if it's literally this is someone having a child, it's like it draws the family closer together. There's a feeling of wholeness. It's like the child brings everyone together, creates a new deepening of a family relationship. or if this is a project, it's like it gets a lot of recognition or it gets a lot of attention, you know? So interpret it however you choose, Cancer, but it feels like it wants to end there. That is such a positive reading, Cancer. So beautiful. There was just nothing negative in it, like, at all. It seems like you've got this really beautiful connection, this really beautiful relationship between these two individuals here. As I said, from sort of totally different worlds. Yeah, there is a crossing over of some description here. It's like the firefly is like this thing that this element, this third element that you're going to create, this third element that you're going to share. So it's like the dragonfly and the fox come together, and boom, this third thing is created. I'm gonna end it there. Okay, Cancer, I hope that you enjoyed that reading. I hope there was something in there for you. If not, hopefully there will be something in the next one for you, Cancer. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'm sending you lots of love and light, and take care of yourself, Cancer, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye.